I'm taping. You know, this is the pre-celebration.
The pre-celebration.
We're plotting and planning. We're
Plotting and planning.
Yes.
I'm thinking,
Hi, folks.
And you can't, with these, you have to be careful. You can't
The
go.
order of the Nixons. The order of the Nixons?
These are the surprise doors.
The surprise doors, yes.
Like, are you guys okay with this?
All right, pre-game preparations, man. We're getting ready.
Your sons came for us.
Getting ready to put on the ribs today to celebrate the 80th birthday of our mother, who was born on
Patriarch.
December 30th, 1933.
1933.
1933. Way before you, bro. Way before you. Because you're
Yeah.
April 2012, right? 2012. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Howdy. Howdy. I have to get myself in here too at some point. Hi.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You do.
I won't be able to get. Yeah, that's all right. The thumb twiddling again. Yes, we're all sitting in here waiting for the.
Yeah, I remember when you did that. Like, I don't
Our
know
makers, our
how
creators are coming.
I don't do it.
Oh, that sounds evil.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, who's coming?
Our makers, our creators.
Our makers. Here we go.
Sounds like an alien race.
Oh,
I said
well,
we're waiting for our makers and
that
our
is
creators.
true. That is
Don't ruin your makeup.
I gotta get this.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mom. Happy birthday to you.
And
Now we gotta put our phones down.
All right, come over, we get hugs. I love you. So glad you were surprised. we didn't know we could keep this a surprise.
Well, I tried to call yesterday. I left a message yesterday. Hello.
I'll give you a hug
Oh,
again.
you get one.
So,
I get my second hug, so.
Yay! We did it. We made it. Were you worried that we weren't going to show up? We felt so bad because I wanted to tell you that I'm going to be there, you know, but we couldn't.
We could.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Haven't seen you since yesterday.
I know.
Oops, should have said that, huh?
No, you're supposed to.
We knew this would get you.
Haven't seen you since yesterday.
We've been working on this for a month.
We did it! Bartholomew!
I know. What's
How's it
up,
going there, big
lady?
guy? Oh, I know. Yeah. So how you feel?
What's going now?
It is going, but we're not supposed to stand still. Hello there. It's all of them. Almost all of them.
Did it be surprised?
Caitlin's, I mean,
Good job. Way to be part of the conspiracy.
I was the number one conspirator. You were the number one? Oh, I come up with all kinds of crap.
What do I do to stop it?
second wedding?
Do I hit it again to stop it? Do I hit it again to stop it? And here's all the good food we're going to get ready to eat here. Oh,
Sit
yeah.
in the center.
I know.
The center of attention.
Oh, this is cute.
All right, so just get behind the chair. Get behind the chair you're going to sit at.
Where?
Okay, it's not rocket science, guys. Come on. The Nixon family can do it. I know you
You can do
can.
it here. Let me go
Okay.
over
Get a
here.
chair. You got
It's not rocket science.
You look so lovely today. You look fabulous. You look fabulous.
Crying after you cry. After I cry, you take a
I,
picture.
yeah, I know.
And she's had her eye surgery, so she ought to, they're lifted
Yeah,
up.
that picture of me on Facebook was uncommon. Which one was it? It was one of me right before I
All right.
was getting eye surgery. My eyes were all.
So we're gonna light the candle. We're not gonna keep it in here because red clashes with the theme. We're gonna light it.
You're such a fashionado.
Okay, but we're going to light it to commemorate Mom's 80th birthday. For all those who conspired to successfully surprise
That
her.
means you.
Okay.
And you. And you, of course. Yeah, you. And you too.
Okay. There were several near slip-ups in
Maybe
the whole
you.
thing,
So.
but we made it to this day. Thank you to let's see, Jody and Kim and Noelle in particular for putting together the breakfast and all, and for those siblings who made long treks here, some who lost baggage along the way.
Who
Got
lost
it back.
Did you get it back?
Yeah, the oldest he lost his baggage.
And thank us
but he
for
got it back.
And thanks for the guy that had all those frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, for the man who had all the frequent flyers.
Yay!
Yes.
All right, so Mom, this is for you on your 80th, okay? Happy birthday to you. And let's, we'll say the prayer and then we'll eat. So Lord, for our mother, for her 80th birthday, for all of the gifts that you've poured into her and all of the gifts that she has given us, we give you our deepest thanks. And we thank you for the food that we have before us. It's plenty, Lord. And we're really grateful for it. And we receive it with thankful hearts and welcome you to our table. Through Christ, amen.
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 Yeah.
Amen. Brother.
I'd like him in a high chair.
I know.
Isn't he cute? He's so
I'm
cute.
happy to sit down there though.
Oh, we will. Dad and I are,
My brother.
Dad and I are here.
It's all gone, Sam. There's some more juice. Oh no. That's too. Well, that's your photograph.
He just went in the kitchen, I think.
Oh, Craig.
Yes, I was taking you to. Here, give her a hug.
We're telling
pretend like she
secrets
made
here.
you.
We're talking about you.
Oh, good. Hey, that's not good. That was good acting. Though.
Acting, you think? I've eaten 2 plates already.
Oh, look at this.
Hey,
I'm right on
You
you,
have to
brother.
get away
I'm
from me.
on. Open
You
your
gotta
mouth.
dock-
Open your mouth. Come on, open your mouth.
she wants her pillow. Well, give her a pillow. Give her a pillow. No, give it to...
Sure, I'll let him give it to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get it? You want to give it to me? No, he's going to give it to Dave.
Oh, I was, but I was very upset about it.
But we knew it was all with love in your heart, you know.
Yeah.
It was for our own good. It was for our own good. And you always said that.
She gave me
You're
a bloody
gonna,
nose.
it was for your own good.
She gave you a bloody nose.
Yeah, she gave me a bloody nose. It's like
Greg's a little guy.
she did. She put her hand across and she stuck me in the nose. It started bleeding.
I can understand.
What did you get
I
hit
couldn't
with?
see him,
Oh,
so I just
Mom?
hit. Yes. Yeah, I got hit with a hair. Bristle side of it.
The bristle side. The bristle side. I like
The
it.
butt where it hurts more.
The wooden
What's that?
spoon.
The wooden spoon
got the
underneath the
hair?
butt so it hurt more. Get it right on the butt, right on the thigh.
Yeah, on the thigh. That's the best
Hold the
place.
hair. Where I hold the hair.
Oh, yeah, she
until
did
it's
that.
almost
Oh,
getting-
no,
that's a good
no,
place
no.
to
I
grab.
will say one thing that she was famous for doing with me was at the dinner table when company was there and I would start acting up, she would just reach her hand under and pinch my leg and say
The pinch, yeah, the little
So,
pinch.
like,
I remember that.
And her mouth would barely move, and she would stay it low under the tone, and that was it. And I would just get the pinch of the leg, and that was like my reminder, like stop.
But she still does that with me.
I do.
And tells you to knock it
That's
off.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, do you have an implement of torture?
And what did you get hit with?
The spoon.
The spoon.
Yes.
That was spooning before it became what it is now.
I'll take the spoon over that.
Yeah, different version of spooning.
And then I broke the spoon, but I kept the spoon in the drawer, and then I would just rattle the drawer. Just open
You
the
did?
drawer and rattle
You learned to rattle the
The
drawer.
rattling of the
And we would
drawer.
all
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, you pulled out the spoon one time on me and I when we were sitting at the kitchen bar stool area, and we were older.
Yeah.
And you all in high school now, and she like gets it, and she's like trying to go like this, and we're pulling our hands back, laughing at her. We're like, what are
Yeah,
you doing? Like we're broke kids.
Well, you know what my son Samuel did? I looked in his room and he had all the spoons under his bed. I was like, he's smart. He's like, I'll just hide him under her bed.
She can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like a dog taking all the goodies.
See, you're lucky, you know, we're dad, you know, she was the disciplinarian, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I keep an eye on her.
you're,
That way she can't pinch me
right.
if I say the wrong
Yes,
thing.
okay.
But she was good, all she had to do is say, just wait till your father gets home. Wait till your father gets home.
I remember.
And you get home and it was all over and we reported it.
I remember being in the hospital in Ellensburg, and Dad was in Thule, Greenland, and you had 3 other kids at home.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how you made it over as often as you did to the hospital. Grandma must
Grandma,
have
yeah.
helped out. But I remember in the hospital you read bedtime stories to me from the Encyclopedia of Knowledge.
Britannica?
Yeah, it's like there were children's stories sometimes in these. And I remember you read me Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll.
Wow.
And the part where she grew really tall,
Yeah.
there was a picture of her with a really
long
long
neck.
neck.
Yes.
And it just kind of freaked me out.
Gave you a nightmare.
Are we gonna go into the emotional trauma now? We're gonna segue into that?
Emotional trauma. But another thing you would do is you would have me close my eyes and take a pen and scribble
Oh, yeah.
on a piece of paper, wherever, just to make a random scribble.
Yeah.
And then you would
Add
make
to
a
it.
picture out of it. You would somehow create a face or a body or whatever out of the scribble by coloring certain parts of it, and taught me how to do that. And that was, and also during that same period, this would have been in Ellensburg, you taught me how to use, you began teaching me how to use oil paints and pastels, and I did that one portrait of John F. Kennedy. I don't know if you remember that. But it's an oil painting I did when I was 6 years old. Yeah, it's a true oil painting of John F. Kennedy.
Where did it go?
I have it downstairs.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It actually looks very realistic.
All right, you gotta bring that up, we gotta get that on video. Along with the Kilroy napkins.
I have those, downstairs. Everything's downstairs. Everything's in the
Everything's
basement.
downstairs.
Can you
Wait at our house.
Was it you and Craig
What you see, baby?
that
What you
painted
see?
rockets
Are you patting me,
in
huh?
the bedroom
You giving me
in
a pat?
Lansburg?
Can I pat you?
Probably, go bro.
Can I pat
I was a rocket one time in Germany.
And I came in and saw that.
Oh my gosh, now that was a vivid memory for me.
Yeah, I know.
And I
Very.
my mother, I said, you
I
won't believe
I
this.
was like 6,
And
I
it
was
was
so
so
afraid.
funny.
Oh, you were freaked out, you imagine how I was.
Shut the door and laugh.
I mean, somebody on fire, I mean, I was.
Then I had
Yeah,
to go down
yeah.
to the civil engineer department and get some paint and repaint the walls.
Wow.
I wonder how many Hummels we all broke.
Oh, I broke the most.
Oh,
I had a whole
no, I
shelf
broke
fall
almost
over.
all.
You broke all of
We
them?
all broke them.
Yeah.
Throwing
you?
up.
We all broke thousands of dollars of
Of Hummels, yeah.
Speaking, have finding hummus.
These hummus that I probably bought.
She had them in my
$4 or $5.
bedroom, and I remember
Yeah.
the whole shelf fell over.
There were
Oh my
200
God.
Why did you deny it?
I still deny it.
Yes, you're gonna go.
There are no accidents. There are no accidents. Come on now.
Off the record though, here, let me turn this off. Okay, it's off.
Yeah, really.
Off the record.
It's a possibility. It's always a possibility.
He's like kind of stuck.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. How did you get through there?
Well, David doesn't remember,
Can you
maybe
put it back
because
on
he's
for
too
me?
small,
Pass
that when we were in Wichita Falls and we had this house apartment, that we didn't have a crib, so we opened up a bottom drawer of a dresser and that's where he slept.
Dresser drawer. And it's put the dresser drawer.
And we
when I
forgot
would
to
get
shut the
fussy,
door.
they would just shut the drawer.
Put the dresser drawer near the window, it was near the
It's
window.
little like dark
Hopefully there was
spaces.
enough weight in the dresser that the dresser wouldn't fall, right?
Well,
Yeah.
And we put it near the window and turned it up with checks.
huh.
I didn't know you guys lived in Texas either.
Yeah.
Like, what, a month? How long were we in Wichita Falls? A
I
month?
was there like 11 years.
Oh, no, I was there for,
Daniel, did you get a tissue, honey?
Was that was he was stationed? You were stationed there for
That was all?
18,
18
19 weeks.
Not very
So,
long.
Oh.
but how long were we there? All 18, 19 weeks? I'm a Texan! Yeah!
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Was I wasn't born yet, was I? No, I wasn't.
All my kids were born in
Was not your
Texas.
time.
It was not my
What's that?
time.
They're all born in Texas.
I'm a Texan.
I guess I'm a kraut.
Was taking the train
I'm a
from
kraut.
Ellensburg to Chicago.
You're right.
Down to Wichita.
I am. I'm a kraut. I was born in Germany.
Wow.
They're a sour
San
crowd.
Antonio up to Wichita Falls.
A sauerkraut. Thank you, Jesus, for joining us, by the way. We appreciate you.
As long as she was able to come at government expense.
Yeah.
So I'm a German, Danish, Texan.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's too much going on there.
Become
You guys
a
have been
month.
in Cape Cod.
Yeah, we were in Cape Cod. We were in Oregon. We were in Colorado
I was born in
Springs.
Massachusetts.
Right, Cape Cod. You were born in Cape Cod.
Where in
yeah.
Massachusetts?
Where,
Yeah.
Buzzards Bay.
The
Cape
where,
Cod.
not
Where? But it was
Cape Cod.
Buzzards Bay.
Well, we lived in Buzzards Bay.
Yeah. But I was born in where?
Was that part of Cape Cod though? That was right.
Well, it was just a
Not
few
near-
miles away. But
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Questions?
Yeah,
I'm trying
what-
to think. Gosh, you
Questions,
tell us about-
questions,
Maybe you
yeah.
did.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was your best birthday surprise ever?
Your best?
I've had two
Well,
of them. This
Had two?
tops the list.
This tops the list, really?
This tops the list, and the other one was just last, what was it, the 23rd? When was it we had that party over
At church.
Oh, on Sunday last week.
where everybody came in with a cake singing happy birthday, and I'm looking around thinking, who's having a birthday?
They're bringing in a cake and everybody starts singing happy birthday to you.
And she's
And
just
Mom,
smiling and looking
we're
around.
surrounded by people from the church and she's next to me. And she starts singing and looking
I start
around. And then the
Starts
cake
singing,
starts
too.
getting closer and closer to her and all of a sudden you see her go like. And then she realizes it's her.
They were all
They did do it early though.
Yeah.
But let me. Did you cry?
I started
Yes,
to
you
cry.
did.
Ah.
They were all church people,
No
But
one.
not like this.
but not like this.
Not like this.
I mean, they were all
Well,
people
you
from
know,
the
I
church.
have an interesting thing that maybe probably everybody else maybe didn't have this experience with Mom, but I remember when you started writing songs, and on the guitar for church, they were like during the folk, the '70s
Yeah.
folk church Christian music,
Yeah.
and she had some songs she started getting. And she had never really picked up the guitar, and she started playing the guitar and
Yeah.
writing songs. And so I got the privilege of going with her to every different kind of church where she would sing. We'd go to an all-black church where they wore gloves.
Wow.
And then we would go to a Baptist church, and then we would go to, and I couldn't wait to go with Mom to these churches because we had every different experience. And so it was really neat because I felt like you know, because of the experience you had, it really made me seek God,
Yeah.
you know, and really for myself, because, you know, we had all these different experiences. And I really loved
Yeah.
doing that. And I remember Miss Dawson would come with us.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember going to this one church and, you know, like, actually it was like that was my, I mean, it was life changing. Because I actually, that was when
What church was that?
I don't even know. I know what I had on, every little detail of my clothing. I mean, I remember the little mint green dress and it had little white flowers here in the polka dots. And I just remember that day it was a really spiritual experience. And from that day, was like 5th grade or something. Like, from that day forward, it was like my life was really totally changed. But I remember it was fun because she'd get up and like
I played.
play.
I didn't know what I was playing.
She
I had
played
three chords and I just fit all my music to
And she would write songs. She wrote all these songs.
didn't know the
She
difference.
took me to an all-black church. She got
Did you go
invited.
too?
She took me, it was just me and maybe you were there.
I might have gone too, but I was just saying it was really interesting because she would go wherever people asked her to go sing the folk music.
That's so cool.
You know, she was like really contemporary there. You know, she was like cutting edge mom.
I can imagine the pastor at the all-black church, like, kind of prepping people the week before. I've got a white lady coming in. She's gonna be singing like folk music. Okay? Do not clap. Don't sway or clap to the music, okay? White people just listen. Okay?
That's funny. That's funny. But I just remember it was really different because I remember they had gloves on.
The ushers had black suits
It was just really
and white gloves.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I do remember that.
That'd be good.
And I got it. Remember they pointed us out saying,
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. So she knew the chords. You taught her how to do the chords. Yeah, she knew enough.
You gave
So
me
Craig, you were tutoring her?
It was the
She knew
Gibson.
enough to
the
play.
Gibson, and
You know.
finally I ended up selling it because it had a very, I should have kept it though.
Oh, it
You know,
had a
there-
warped
It
neck.
had a warped neck, but then all of a sudden I developed arthritis and I couldn't get my.
Hey, Mom, they're
fingers
going
around
for,
it.
those guitars are going for about 10,000 on eBay
Oh,
right
shut
now.
up.
No, I'm just kidding. They're about $100 on eBay.
On eBay,
Yeah. I researched it because I was curious. I was like, I wonder how much those old Fender guitars would go for now, and I was disappointed. I thought they were. What's that?
It's a Gibson.
Or Gibson, I meant. Yeah.
We sold
but
it for about 75 or 100.
yeah, but I was thinking, geez, I wonder if they're like going for thousands of dollars on eBay because but they're not. Yeah, I know.
Oh my.
But it's
Yeah.
funny.
for 35 bucks.
Yeah, is that right?
What
35.
you got? Oh,
Yeah.
look at what you've got.
It's a nice guitar.
That's what I learned on. That's what I learned
Oh,
mine.
Sammy, what
all
time
my
is
stuff.
it? Sammy, what time is it?
Yeah.
My favorite brother growing up,
Yeah.
the whole thing was
John.
John.
Done.
He was
Right.
the closest in age too, wasn't he?
John was 5 years older
Okay.
than me.
Oh, so you were an accident too?
He was 5, yeah, probably. He was 5 years.
All right, here's a question. Here's a question for you. Who's your favorite son or daughter?
They aren't here today.
That's really unfair, isn't it?
I would refrain.
Pick me.
That's
They aren't here today, they couldn't make it. Pick me.
Oh gosh.
That's funny.
Yeah, very good.
Wow.
You know, we couldn't have made it back when we went from Germany to New Jersey,
Yeah,
and then had to
yeah,
go from there to
yeah,
Washington State.
and everything was
We
stolen.
wouldn't have made it if you weren't there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I remember,
crazy.
yeah.
Dad would have killed us and left
It was
us
so
on the side of the road.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
Oh,
I'm
because
dead
everything was
serious.
stolen, and I remember that, and I was very young. Like, we
What happened?
got to the United States and everything, all the camping gear was stolen, remember?
oh,
And
yeah.
we had to
tell
go
me
across.
Didn't go.
yeah, that was
Well, they not only
sad.
did
And I
that,
said,
but
well, it's
they
that's
put-
to be frank,
I really remember
everything's
us going
safe.
from the crane that picked the car up, went through the
Oh,
front
yeah, you don't have to
window.
worry
Oh,
about
I know.
it.
And we had to stay an extra day
And get it
The
fixed.
inside
and
is
get a
loaded
brand new
with
window.
junk, you know.
Well, that's how stuff was stolen.
And the insurance company just said, take it somewhere and get it fixed and don't worry about it.
And the windshield was.
But they had stolen all the camping stuff
and all the things
Out of
that
it.
we had bought.
So we had to go to Penny's and buy some more
All the
sleeping bags.
candies. Everything.
And a
was
stove.
all gone.
Oh,
Tents.
wow.
And we were,
When
so
You
we
went
were stuck
camping?
there in New
Where-
Jersey and we
where-
couldn't go because the car was,
it happened in New Jersey, or?
no, it happened,
It
happened
came
in
from
Germany.
Germany to New Jersey.
It happened, yeah, it either happened
Yeah,
there or
ship.
on the way.
On the ship.
With the ship.
Yeah.
There's no doubt if we'd have gone camping, one of us would have gotten eaten by a bear. You know, so God was intervening. God was intervening.
Sparing us.
He was sparing us from really traumatic.
He knew we would get, there would be bloodshed.
Volkswagen.
Do you guys
We camped
remember,
across the United
do you
States.
remember
And you got
that?
the votes, 'cause you were-
One of us would have
yeah,
fallen into the geyser or something. You know?
Something about.
So we had time.
Yeah.
It would be there when we got there.
Remember those the boiling pits?
Yes, I do. They
Ah.
have people fall in those.
Have they?
Yes, they have.
Oh
So do you
wow.
remember, we were in the van going across, and
Yeah.
of course, the three of us, all we wanted was to stay at hotels with swimming pools.
Yeah.
It was a hot summer. like,
Right,
going
right.
across.
Terrible.
Yeah,
And
that's
so I got us to sing in the back seat.
One
One time we started up the chant, because he didn't want to stop at the hotels,
Right.
especially if they had swimming pools, because they were a little more pricey.
yeah.
And so we started chanting, "We are cheapy, live in teepee." And we started chanting in the back. Dad lost it. We were in the next seat behind, you know, which was a bench seat. And Dad's driving, and he's like swinging his hand back there, and we're dodging his blows, and getting whacked randomly. We quit after that. But that night, we stayed at the Holiday Inn.
It worked. It worked.
It worked.
I remember being in,
We are
do you guys
cheapy, live in
remember?
teepee.
David, do you guys remember when we were going on that same trip through Kansas City and Mom puts out a whole picnic and the wind comes? And the wind hit.
I remember.
And everything just blows
Blows
away.
away.
It was ferocious. Our whole everything.
I remember that.
I was like,
Well,
whoa.
you were 6
was
months
pregnant.
pregnant.
With Bart? With
No,
Noelle.
with Noelle. She was 6 months pregnant.
Yeah.
And we're driving through
The whole United States.
Colorado,
Oh, my gosh.
Before we ever
With
got
no
there.
air conditioning.
and Dad didn't want to stop at a hotel
So we slept in the
again.
Yeah.
So we slept in the car.
Yeah, what kind of was? It was a Beetle.
It was
No, it couldn't have been a bee.
No,
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 it
it was a
was the
VW
van with the big
bus.
bed. Because I remember they.
It was the
But
bus.
she
A
slept
VW bus.
in the front seat.
She wanted to kill him probably, but.
Oh,
In the front
that was
seat?
not a good night.
That was a worst experience of my life.
Well, you remember,
Wow.
we stopped
The brown
at
bus.
He
We had a
freed
ship.
up.
We had a ship from Germany.
We
too.
don't remember
and it was
that.
about 110 or 112.
I was
We
so-
stopped to get gas and went in to the little convenience store and got
You could
ice.
walk
right,
right
that's
through
right.
Put it
the
in
I
the
saw the chair
cooler,
move.
and your mother had her feet in the cooler and was taking a wet rag and wiping all you kids because it was like 110 or 112.
And
I don't
you
remember
wouldn't
that.
give them AC?
Huh?
It was so bad.
People didn't have
Oh,
AC
it
much
was-
back then.
He
What
freighted
is
his,
wrong with that picture?
Efrata, yeah,
it's
that's
just
a
sand
bad place
dunes
to go
and,
through.
Right.
I mean, it's like going through
Oh,
the desert.
Oh, do I get to put my feet up here?
It's almost as bad as like sleeping in a garage when it's 20 degrees
Yes.
outside.
Hey, yeah, y'all remember that when I
Hey,
stayed?
Yeah.
we put a rug down.
We loved it.
I want to hear that.
We enjoyed it.
They came
Hey,
to
Jeff.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
We put a
That
rug
was my
down,
first
we
Christmas.
put
Not my
nightstands,
first.
beds,
I rolled out of,
lights.
wait a minute, I had a full, we had that rug that had been.
Yes, I said, we put a rug
Rolled
down,
out, we had twin beds and all that there, and we had
They were our
lights.
old canopy beds.
lights,
Well, we had it all fixed up
And
from
we
the
had
living
I
room.
know.
We just
nightstands
forgot
with
that it was
the-
freezing.
You know what? We didn't know what hypothermia was, so we didn't get it.
It was too poor to have.
Wow.
I made it so comfortable.
It was good. It was
Well,
good.
it
I'm just
pretty
teasing you.
anyway, wasn't it?
We,
Very pretty.
we had a
and
good
very
time.
frigid.
You know what's memorable is before we got the camping stuff stolen, I remember so vividly the trip camping in Holland.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Remember
good.
that trip.
That was
Lousy
fun.
rain,
I
That
don't
was good.
remember
The
being
tulip,
cold,
the tulip
but-
gardens, I'll never forget the tulip gardens there. That was
yeah.
fun. And going into that miniature city.
Miniature city.
What was the miniature city? What was that of? Was it?
The king
He
did
was
that
very
for
young
his
because I was like
daughter.
6.
Oh, is that right?
Because it was a little
Wow.
town.
Probably,
That was cool.
Remember the place we stayed at,
I was like between 6.
that you guys were in and belonged to a doctor?
I might have been 8.
And he had skeletons in one of the rooms, and he had all this medical things. You guys were running up and down the stairs.
Where's that at?
It was in Holland.
I remember
We
that.
stayed at some doctor's house. His wife was in the hospital. We walked
And
in.
forced to drink
He said,
goat's milk.
I'm leaving,
Cow's
do
milk.
whatever you want.
cow's
I'll be back.
Nasty.
It was good.
And you
I
guys,
said something out loud about the cow's milk. I was like, ooh, this is warm.
I loved it. It had those little sprinkles on the top.
I just
They
wasn't
were
used
good there.
to
The
warm
ones that you
room temperature milk.
Unpasteurized too.
Where do you get them? You get them in,
Oh.
David?
Oh.
David, where do you get those little sprinkles like you get in when we go for 80?
Where do you get them?
Yeah, what are they? They're made out of anisette,
Yeah, it's a coriander or fennel.
Oh, yeah, come on,
Where do you get that?
Nice.
well, that when we were in Holland, that's what they put on the top of the.
If you go to
hot milk.
Indian restaurants, you see the fennel seed with a little canned colored.
Pink and white.
Yeah,
whatever they are,
pink and
little-
white candies,
little-
but that's what they put on
That's
top.
what
You know,
they
I remember the trip going out, from, New Jersey all the way to Washington State, but I don't really remember much going back. Except for one thing, we stopped at our cousin's house on a farm somewhere. And,
yeah, I've got,
They
you
had-
remember, we stopped at a farm,
yeah,
and in the morning they took you out, it snowed.
yeah,
And they took you over to the barn
right,
to show you the cows or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Well, that was
And
good.
those
That-
people,
That's the only thing I remember though on the trip back.
Wasn't
I
that really-
don't remember any other part of driving back.
yeah, we were in the living room,
Yeah,
and they brought in some relative, a girl, that could speak English.
right.
They kept me up most of the night trying to get me drunk.
That was in Holland.
And your mother went to bed.
No. We're talking about
And
when
the
we.
comforters
He's
are
not
about
talking
this
about
thick.
that though.
I remember the
No, I mean,
comforters,
yeah,
the
he-
pillows, the down pillows.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's
he's
not talking about that.
He's talking
No.
about the trip back.
The trip
from
when we-
Washington to Virginia.
yeah.
oh.
We stopped
68.
at one of the relatives' house that had
Yes,
Like
it
a
was
farm.
one of the two
Oh.
The girls.
twins. It was
Tough,
and
that was it. We talked about that last night. Yeah,
Do you remember,
Oh, well, my sister.
yeah.
do you remember Dumfries?
Adopted sister, right?
Do you
Yeah.
remember Dumfries going to the drive-in and watching the double feature and one of them was Yellow Submarine?
Do I remember that? No.
That was 68.
1968.
That was
We
a long.
that's when we were staying at the apartment
Sammy.
in
Yeah.
Dumfries.
Oh, okay.
Before we moved into that house.
Oh, we were
And
renting.
We were just staying for like a few
Oh, I
weeks or
see.
so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When we
Wow.
first got there.
I'm glad you remember.
You have a good
I don't.
memory.
I don't remember that.
I
I
don't
don't remember that.
I had to sit on a playpad.
I remember that.
Yeah, one of those.
But I remember staying at that farm because they had milk that was like cow's milk, and I was like, I am not.
Warm.
It was warm, yeah, and it was like,
Sure.
I can't. I'm not doing
They had
this.
just milked the cow.
Yeah, I was like,
Poured right into our glasses.
oh, I was like,
What
no.
year was
I
that?
couldn't. What year was that? That was probably 19.
What can I say?
I don't know, 68, 69, around there.
I can say
68.
fairly good.
No,
What are you talking
before
about?
that.
We moved there.
I'm trying to think about what year that was.
We moved there
67
in
maybe or
68.
something.
Where, 68?
Are you talking about in Holland or? You
No. When we stopped at that farm, what year that was? I mean, that was.
That would have been in 68. It was
68.
68, early
I was
68.
also driving back, I believe, we'd have to check the date, but we found out that was when Martin Luther King was assassinated.
Was it?
It was on the
Yeah.
drive back.
Is that right?
I remember the JFK the day
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey, we gotta.
Y'all are getting old on me. You're making me feel
Well,
You were
older.
boy
when that happened, JFK.
I remember the day because I was in first grade and we got sent home. I think I was first grade.
I was
Yeah, we
just
were in
born.
Colorado.
Colorado Springs,
Maybe I
yeah.
was
You would have
kindergarten.
been 3.
I remember when, no,
Could have only.
I was in either kindergarten, we were in Occam Elementary.
Yeah.
We were in
Yes, you
Colorado.
were, you were,
Yeah, we were in Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs when that happened. And I was
I
in my
remember.
office when,
in
Not
Auckland.
Colorado Springs, wasn't it?
And,
Germany.
We got in a lot of trouble when we were there, boy, in Colorado Springs.
Kennedy got killed when we were in Canada.
Dave, I remember you
We were in Colorado Springs. I was in my
experimented with
office
boomerangs
Oh my gosh.
in Colorado Springs.
when
Colorado.
That was,
We were into the big, I remember Colorado for like about 5 things that are just emblazoned in my memory.
the bike ride.
One was skateboarding. That was when skateboarding started
Yep.
getting kind of really popular.
Yeah.
And these were like basically roller skates that were
I know.
attached to the bottom. They had no,
They're awful.
yeah.
Metal.
So I remember that. I remember we built, and Jeff and I would do this. We would build these airplanes with made out of balsa
Balsa wood, yeah.
and with that really thin paper that you would glue
Yep.
over it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they were, it
We
was,
would make those.
yeah, yeah.
And I remember those little rat fink dolls.
Oh,
and
yes.
the troll dolls
Yeah, with the hair.
with the long hair.
No, I want to hear the boomerang story.
Oh, the
Because I was the only one
Oh,
that witnessed it.
There was one
He
more
was the only one who
thing,
witnessed it.
chameleons.
So we got a boomerang and we went down to the field at the end of the street and started working it until it finally figured out how to make it come
You
back.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
you bet.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, we'd throw that thing and it would whip around into the air and swing a wide arc and it would come back to us. And then one time I whipped it out there and it came around and it started coming and it was like, oh my gosh, it's coming right at me.
You turned
And I turned around and I started to run and it nailed me right in the back.
Cut 'em.
Seriously?
Knocked me down,
Yeah.
left a welt in my back.
Yeah.
I went home crying.
Why'd you move to the left or the right?
Why
I
couldn't
remember you
go to the
guys
side?
putting,
I know.
I remember that.
Go to the
Could have
side.
been to the more to the left.
I was new to it all, okay?
I remember you guys doing, getting those chameleon, those lizards in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
No, we were catching red racers and blue racers, snakes.
And lizards.
And
The
lizards
chameleon.
too, yeah, but we were catching snakes.
They were wicked.
We were
Me and Jeff
catching,
were using that boomerang at the football field in Virginia.
That wasn't in Colorado.
No, that wasn't in
Somebody or
Colorado.
A boomerang?
where were we at?
That you
Football
guys,
field, you know,
It was
high
yeah,
school like Virginia.
Yes.
For where?
What is
Junior
that?
high.
At the junior high school?
Applesauce.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember now, yeah.
Tease it out.
Yeah, oh geez, I'm not even
Hey,
getting in.
Dave, it's called a,
My best present I ever got was a BB gun. And that ended tragically.
Yes, that did.
You shot your eye out,
You
right?
guys were supposed to be shooting it into the fireplace. I had a big
neighbor.
target in the fireplace.
Shooting it into.
We were all shooting
That's a lot
BB
of
guns
fun.
and stuff, you know, we were
So they
pretty
decided to go
bad.
out and shoot a window out. Why not?
Why not?
No, that was an
it
accident.
took a while to find out who
It
did it.
was.
I was shooting at a friend of mine
Yeah.
and I tripped over a log and it went off.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
And what happened? Craig?
I put a patio door out next door neighbor.
Oh, is that
Next
right?
door neighbor, yeah.
Right across the
Did you fess up? Did you fess up?
One of those sliding
He made me
glass
fess up.
doors.
Who did? Dad did?
Glass door.
Oh, is that right? So you had to go back and, yeah.
Oh.
That's good, you taught him a good lesson that day, Dad.
I do.
Last time I saw the BB gun.
That was the
Don't
last
tell.
time.
Don't
I knew-
ask,
I knew it
don't
was a
tell.
bad thing. You
I
wanted
need
it
your
so
pellet
bad.
gun. I'm gonna get those deer.
Oh my gosh. He's gonna go after a deer with my
Using a
They keep
yo-yo.
coming in our
and
yard.
it hit it.
It broke off.
They keep chewing our
Feed 'em.
face
Flew
up.
off the street.
They would come up to you. But they've been eaten by trees.
You and Kim sit down, I'd like to take your picture with
That is
Kim
gorgeous.
and the cake.
I gotta get pictures over from this side.
Did everybody get a good look at the cake?
I'm gonna take a photo.
Yeah, it's got real flowers on it, I know that.
Well, you're supposed to eat them too.
Don't eat those.
You know what those?
Okay, that's as much light as we're gonna get on it. Why have I got like a red color for mine? Oh, I know why. 'Cause I need a-
Yours takes
Okay, let's
way
get your
better
picture
photos.
in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Kim, go sit with her so we can get a picture of you with her. Okay. And because you're the
Look at us all over here, techies.
cake.
Techies, we're all just techies now, you know? It's like, you know, it's weird.
Yeah.
Dave, we can't even enjoy the moment because we're too busy with our technological advancements here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Hey, Sammy!
one side. Wah.
It looks like a movie star, all these paparazzi.
See, I'm getting the paparazzi.
No.
Mom's not perfectly posed. There, now she is.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Isn't that beautiful?
I gotta get one shot of myself. So
I know.
here we go.
As my finger in it.
Really?
Okay.
How did that happen?
There,
Leslie,
do this. Take it the other side because I got a little bit of like
Leslie,
fingerprints
look over
in
there.
Wasn't supposed to be over here.
I'm trying to get some pictures of us.
Hello.
There we go.
Sam really wants a piece of this.
Okay.
Okay, the paparazzi is done. Our job is done.
All right. So now that we have pictures of the cake, and you both.
It's a buttermilk cake with whipped cream and strawberry lavender filling, and it's lavender frosting.
And the ice cream.
That makes you just want to melt away.
Ice cream, Mom, you gotta hear about this ice cream.
It's a homemade ice cream, it's lemon. It's a Jenny's ice cream lemon recipe.
Made from the new ice cream
The new
machine.
ice cream maker,
Yeah.
and it perfectly complements this kind of cake, right, Kim?
Yes,
I love the way you're describing it.
Yeah. So anyway, there
That's
we
what
go.
you're saying.
Yeah.
There has not been a better day. than this
There
one.
has not been a better
He's like,
This is the finest, my finest hour,
Finest out.
Your finest,
wave.
your finest day.
finest day is finest hour.
This is here, come pick 'em up.
Let me get your picture here. Just
Pick it up.
with
This
this.
is,
Oh, you're really going to set it up here? Oh, we're going to
You're
be.
really staging this there, Dave.
Stage.
Here, this in between. No. It's on either side of you here.
The
There
second
we go.
stage.
That's good.
cutting it wrong.
Okay, now wait.
Okay, that looks a
Why
little
don't
too
you put your
staged.
arm around?
This is staged. This is not real. This is not reality.
I do.
What kind of ice cream? Just vanilla ice cream?
This, no, this is this
I wish
homemade,
barefoot ice
this is
cream
homemade,
was
she has an
easy.
ice cream machine.
Oh, okay.
Shoot over at 6 right now.
I know.
Oh, that stuff looks good.
Johnny, that's good with
It
that.
looks like velvet.
That ice cream good?
That's good with that cream.
Kegmaster. The Bola Man. The Bola Man.
I just have to say that it's a treasure
Something.
and a privilege
A pleasure and a privilege.
to be
A
here.
pleasure and a privilege.
I know I did that on purpose,
I know. Absolutely.
but to be here with these two people, oh, absolutely.
When do you
The look of satisfaction.
The love.
That was more like the look of startlement. What was it?